All right, welcome to Central Georgia Focus. I'm your host, Kamilah Williams. It's time for the 25th annual Bragg Jam Music and Arts Festival in downtown Macon. And the Bragg Jam's concert crawl is expected to continue the tradition of bringing the community together while showcasing new artists, positively impacting the economy, and raising for a special cause. Now, our guests today are Olivia Walter, the Bragg Jam Board President, and Rob Evans, a founding board member of the Bragg Jam Festival and talent musician with the Buckley's lead engineer with Capricorn Sound Studios and the co-owner of Creek Media LLC. And thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. And before we get into the event details, can you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on the Bragg Jam board now for 6 years, and it's really just a really great cause. I love music, I love bringing the community together, and part of that is a volunteer board that just makes it happen every year.
Nice. And what about you, Rob?
Well, I grew up as a musician, kid, you know, playing guitars and stuff. Brax and I became friends quickly, and got to play a little bit with him, and got to be at the beginning of Bragg Jam. Unfortunately, you know, we lost Braxton Tate, but we turned it into something positive, and happy to be a part of it.
Awesome, yeah. Good stuff. And for people who don't know a lot about Bragg Jam, they have been missing a real downtown party. So tell us about the concert crawl and what is it, Olivia?
So the concert crawl is an event where we bring in over 40 musicians, 40 acts that will play at 6 different stages downtown. One ticket gets you into all the stages, and it's a real festive environment. People will get to hear different styles of music, different things throughout, and it really brings people downtown to support the downtown businesses, support our local music, and all of those funds go to future music and fair wages to different musicians in Macon.
Okay, awesome. And this year's Bragg Jam celebrates 25 years. So let's talk about how it got started and the history behind the event.
Okay. Brax had put together a band back in the day. This was 1999, early 1999. And he had been practicing with his band. He called the Buckleys. And he called me and said, "Hey, will you come over and record us? I want the band to learn these songs, and my brother and I are going to take a road trip. And when we come back, I want the band to know all the songs." So they played together the one time, and I recorded them. And that's the only recording we have of the Buckleys. Was basically a rehearsal. And Brax and Tate were killed in a car accident on the way back to Georgia on that road trip. And so Bragg Jam became, they honored a gig that they had booked at the Rookery, and it became a celebration of life for Brax and for Tate. And it brought out local musicians, bands like Mount Pilot and Moonshine Still and Shane Bridges and all these guys that came to play back in the day. And we turned that into kind of a Friends of Brax annual event. And that eventually, in just a few years, became a concert crawl and became Bragg Jam as we know it today. Right. And then in just a couple more years, we made it a nonprofit. And it has had a board of directors since then. That was in 2005, I think. And so I think it's been had an amazing impact on the community. It's brought a lot of music to Macon that musicians who would never have come to Macon. And it's changed the personality of Macon in a really great way, and reviving our music scene a bit.
Awesome, good stuff. Yeah. And Olivia, you mentioned it just a little bit before, but this is more than just a bar crawl. There is kind of funds, and how were they used for anything else?
Yeah, I mean, what Bragg Jam really is, it's more than just a concert crawl. We have events throughout the year that the concert crawl really, the tickets we get, the people buying tickets help fund those other events. So we get Second Sunday, we get Bragg Fam. All of these things are supported so that we can get fair wages to musicians in local Middle Georgia. We really want people to understand that we need to pay our musicians fair wage, and with that we can take the concert crawl money and continue to produce free live music events but also give those musicians what they rightfully deserve.
Okay, and this year Bragg Jam is celebrating 25 years. So let's talk about how, well, I guess we already kind of talked about that history and everything. So how can people, get tickets and come out to Bragg Jam?
All right.
That's okay. How about you, Rob?
Well, I assume they can go to braggjam.org. They can
Yes.
go online. There'll also be a ticketing hub at the blacksmith shop.
Yes.
That's right?
Yes.
So on Poplar Street, there'll be the blacksmith shop will be available for buying tickets. And also it's the place where the artists will be coming to pick up their packets. So you actually can bump into the artists and meet people and get autographs, all kinds of things. It's kind of the hub of downtown for Bragg Jam.
Going to braggjam.org is the way you can get your tickets. You can get your general admission ticket is $4. You can get it. We'll get you into every venue. But if you get a VIP ticket, you get into the blacksmith shop, and that has some air conditioning, which everyone needs on that hot July day. And then you can also get open bar there and get a signature cocktail. And also there's just some fun and games that happen inside the VIP section as well. So.
Oh, that is pretty cool. And Bragg Jam it's made up of volunteers, so no one is, sort of getting paid. So why is providing this music event, so important to the board and what their mission statement is?
Yeah, so we're just making sure we can curate live music for Macon, revitalizing that downtown music scene that we've historically been known for. Macon's had a lot of amazing musicians come through here. Bragg Jam is really well known for bringing some of those artists that right before they make it big. So we've had Jason Isbell at Bragg Jam, we've had Zach Brown Band at Bragg Jam, Rainbow Kitten Surprise. These are all names that now people know about, but we hope to keep bringing those names like right before they make it, and you can say, I saw them before they had it. So.
Okay, that is pretty good stuff. So what is you all's most favorite thing about Bragg Jam? What do you guys like to see most each year?
I just think that bringing people together, all walks of life really enjoy coming here and just being around the atmosphere. Every year I come up with a new Bragg Jam memory. That's my new favorite Bragg Jam memory. Walking around downtown and just seeing people smiling and enjoying each other, and there is something for everyone. It's a real representation of what Macon is, which is a big melting pot of different types and styles of music and things that people want to get together and enjoy together.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's for the whole family too, right? There's the kids.
Yeah, there's
kids events too. And
there's Bragg Fam, which happens at the Society Garden the morning before the concert crawl. So you can bring your kids out there. There's live music there as well. There's also like fun and games and tie-dyed t-shirts for the kids there at Bragg Fam.
All right, that is so great. Something for the family, good music, got some for the kids too. So we are going to take a break, and we will be right back when we return. All right, welcome back. We are talking all about Bragg Jam 2024 happening Saturday, July 27th. And let's talk about the events. And our guests today are Olivia Walter, the Bragg Jam board president, and Rob Evans, a founding board member of the Bragg Jam Festival and musician. So let's talk about the lineup for this year. What's new?
Well, this year we have a really big headliner, Diggable Planets. They had Rebirth of Slick was their big hit in the 90s, and they're coming to Macon on their anniversary tour during our anniversary. So it's great to have them for our 25th anniversary as well. We're also going to bring back Torres. Torres is a local. She graduated from Mount DeSales, and to have her come and perform for her first time ever in Macon will be really exciting. There's also some really exciting bands like Billy Allen and the Pollies, or some locals like the Open Seas, the Buckleys as well. But we're really excited for some of these names that are going to be performing here.
Oh my gosh, that is really exciting. And there's a lot of music styles and different sounds. So let's talk about the community, as this is a uniting factor around this event.
Sure, yeah. The thing with Bragg Jam is that we want to make sure that every group, genre, orientation is represented. So we have some diverse acts we've got some Southern rock, we've got some hip hop, we've got some country. They're all represented so that we can truly represent Macon and what Macon likes. We like to make sure that there's something for everyone to come and enjoy and just show what Macon has to offer.
All right, yeah, it's very a diverse group of sounds that are happening in Macon, and big music scene here. So I'm sure there's always something and for everyone here to enjoy. And talk about the economic impact that this event, provides for downtown Macon, that sort of thing.
Yeah, when Bragg Jam first got started, downtown Macon wasn't at all what it is today. It actually was bringing people into downtown that probably hadn't gone downtown except for just once a year, and it was during Bragg Jam. Yeah. So bringing the people downtown to not only the restaurants, but we also have Hotel 45, which is a sponsor of Bragg Jam. People will stay the night at Hotel 45 so that they can enjoy the concert crawl late at night and just safely walk back to their hotel room. So it really helps draw people to those downtown businesses and see some of those different restaurants that they might not have seen before.
Yeah. Awesome. And this also, the tickets will, the proceeds, they will go to Amerson River Park and the Ocmulgee River as well. So how does that play into the funds?
So that's the thing with the concert crawl. Brax was a really big advocate for the Ocmulgee River, and he just really loved going out and being by the river. So we started off by a lot of our proceeds would go to some of the things that connected the trail all together. And then we also started that boat launch. We funded the boat launch in Amerson Park, and that's where the proceeds that we got for the ticket sales went there. Now we're really focusing on just keeping the live music going, and a lot of our proceeds will continue to pay the fair wages to artists and musicians throughout Macon so that we can get music really revitalized here in Macon.
Okay, and Rob, what is a memory that you have of Bragg in relation to the river?
Well, Brax did like to go to Rose Hill a lot. He wrote poetry and songs. He wrote thousands of songs, but he wrote some poems about the river and about the community becoming, I can't recite the poem unfortunately, but how we would eventually embrace that river, and it's a beautiful image of how the river would become more of a part of our community than it ever was before, and so it became just the thing to do with Jim and Julie Bragg, that Brax would have liked these funds raised to go to the Riverwalk and to start building this Riverwalk, and eventually it will reach all the way to Amerson Park, and it's going to be quite the thing when it's all done. But these things take time. But I mean, back in the day, I've seen it grow so much. Back in the day, when we were having venues downtown, some of the venues were vacant storefronts, and so we would get permission to use the storefront, go inside, clean it all up, put a small PA and a stage in, and turn it into a venue for the night for Bragg Jam. And now we don't have that problem downtown in Macon anymore. So all the storefronts are full, the bars are busy, there's more live music than there's ever been, and there's more restaurants, there's more hotels, more people living downtown. And it's just, I just love the fact that his vision has really come to life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, the personal connection there to the river, and luckily we will see the trail come together in the near future. So talk about the tickets and the structure and the pricing of those.
Sure, you can get a general admission ticket for $40. You pick up your wristband at the blacksmith shop, which is central ticketing, and that wristband will get you into every venue. So that's 6 stages. You could go through the schedule and see any of the venues that you would like to see during the concert crawl. Or you could spend $125, and that's for your VIP ticket. The VIP ticket will get you into the blacksmith shop, which also has a signature cocktail, open bar, and the most important thing, it's air conditioned, so you get a little break from the heat. And it's got some private bathrooms in there as well, so that you can take a little time to sit and recoup and go to see the next band. Or they've got some fun and games that happen in there. Our sponsor for the VIP really likes to make it a fun environment for the VIPs.
Okay, and what do you hear most from concert goers, each year?
Well, I just think that every single time someone's created a lifelong memory at Bragg Jam. So a lot of times we hear from concert goers that they've met their wife there, or they have a whole family that was created through Bragg Jam. Or you could hear from the musicians that are just like, we had a really fun time, this was amazing, and we just truly appreciate what the Bragg Jam board is doing to continue this concert crawl.
Awesome. It seems like Bragg Jam is creating, personal relationships and loving ones as well. That's really great. Well, we will have more from these two when we come back right here on Central Georgia Focus. Welcome back. We are talking about the upcoming Bragg Jam Music Festival and Concert Crawl happening in downtown Macon at the end of the month on July 27th. So, Olivia, what is the best way for people to get their tickets?
Go to braggjam.org and get your tickets now, but you could also get them all the way up until day of. We are going to be open at the blacksmith shop on July 27th, so it's on Poplar Street. Just come on over and we will have tickets available for you. That's not just concert crawl tickets. You can go to braggjam.org to get your Bragg Fam tickets, which is $10 for an adult with up to 4 kids that can get into Society Garden for the Bragg Fam event as well.
Awesome.
And don't forget the VIP tickets.
You can get your VIP tickets at online at braggjam.org, or you can get them at the blacksmith shop day of as well. You can upgrade if you really want. Once you look inside and you're like, ooh, that looks nice, you can upgrade your ticket to a VIP ticket.
All right, awesome. Yes, the extra AC.
Exactly.
Good stuff. And for you, Rob, if Bragg's into Bragg, we're here today to see what Bragg Jam has kind of become. What do you think they would say?
I think they would be amazed, really. I mean, it was kind of what Brax had envisioned, that we would celebrate music in Macon and people would gather and stroll along the river and all these things that he envisioned. I think they're looking down on us, and they're really happy for what we've done here. So.
Well, Bragg Jam and all the volunteers are doing great work. So speaking of those volunteers, they are doing this, because they want to. They love music. They want to show, concert goers that, music is what we're here for, and that's our passion, and they're not getting paid to do this. So why is it kind of important that people come and support?
That's it. We're a nonprofit and an all volunteer board, so all we're trying to do is continue to bring that live music to Macon and keep music going, and part of that is just a bunch of passionate people that really want to continue this project. And so it's important that how you can support is you can sponsor Bragg Jam, you can also just get a ticket, attend the Bragg Jam concert crawl. That's the best way to support Bragg Jam, because we're all just working to continue to bring these fun events, not just the concert crawl, but Second Sunday, Bragg Fam. We want to keep music going in Macon.
Okay, and what about new artists that are happening, and how are they discovered here?
Yeah, we actually have the Macon Music Directory. Bragg Jam started that. It's a way for musicians to submit their information, give their band name, their contact information, so that those musicians can have an easy entry point to get new shows. So if a local restaurant might contact Bragg Jam and be like, we really need a hip hop act to perform at our event we're having coming up, we can go back to that music directory and give them good advice on whom they should hire and what's a fair wage for that hire there.
Okay, and for both of you, but we'll start with Rob, what is your favorite part about Bragg Jam?
Oh boy, well, I guess my favorite part is like seeing so many people come to downtown for one thing, but I get to play in the Buckleys, which was Brax's band, and so we get to present Brax's songs, and it has built like this core of local musicians that were all close with Brax, and some of the very original members of the Buckleys are still in the band too. So it's a special time, and we get to do that for the Bragg family, and for it started out just as the family and friends, and now it's evolved into a giant music festival, and it's just it's very rewarding. And no one does it for money. We do it for the love of it, and that's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, they get to open up the concert crawl every year. It's really exciting to have the Buckleys start the concert crawl. They'll be at Grant's Lounge, and last year's show was really amazing, so I don't know how they're going to outdo that one.
We have a
really
special
good
guest this year, so it's a surprise. We can't tell you.
Well, we tried. So, what about the different lineups? Who will people be seeing this year?
So our 6 stages are that we have Capitol Theater, we also have Grant's Lounge, Serenity Entertainment Complex, we have JBA and Capricorn, and then we also have a parking lot stage right next to the blacksmith shop. So at those different venues, you're going to be seeing our headliner, Diggable Planets, but also you're going to have like Billy Allen, Polly's, Evan Honer, who's a new up-and-coming that I'm really excited about, Torres coming home, the Open Seas, a local band. We just have a lot of different things. Philip Michael Scales is also going to be a really great one that's going to be at Serenity. I'm excited to see him. He's very soulful.
Oh, okay.
And you can really personalize Bragg Jam to your taste, because you can pick which venue you're going to go to at what time and select, or you can just stay at one venue all night and enjoy all that music and not walk around everywhere, but you really get to customize it for yourself.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I highly recommend people going to braggjam.org. You can look at the schedule online already, and you can kind of just sort of draw and circle all over your own map that you print out to see where you want to be at what time. So you can say, I really want to see Post-Ex Nachos, or I want to see the Open Seas, and just kind of schedule your night to that. I want to see Hughes Taylor. These are all things that you can continue to just circle and plan your night out.
Awesome. All right. And people can go to the website braggjam.org to learn more information. And before we head out, can you just talk about, Olivia, the ticket sales and the different types there are before we go?
Yeah. So we have the general admission ticket, which is $40, and you can get into every venue with that wristband. You can also get a VIP ticket, that's $125. That gets you into the VIP lounge at the blacksmith shop. Get you like a lot of good VIP amenities as well. You could also get your Bragg Fam ticket. That's $10 for an adult with up to 4 kids. That's at Society Garden. And you can also get your t-shirt if you want to go ahead and get a Bragg Jam t-shirt. That you can buy at braggjam.org as well.
Okay then. Well, once again, braggjam.org. That's where you can find the lineup, the tickets, when everything is. You've got Bragg Fam, we've got Bragg Jam. So make sure you all are there July 27th. So there you go. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Central Georgia Focus, and go have a great day.